Hello Canada, and hello America. This is Kirby Obsidian. I'm an American Canadian born in the US. I've lived in Canada for 30 years and I'm a citizen of both countries. And I'm making this video mostly to Canadians to say stop sucking up to Donald Trump. There's a lot of fear about these tariffs that Trump wants to oppose and all his talk about taking over Canada, and we have our politicians running down to DC and saying, please Mr. President, we're your friendly neighbors, don't be mean to us. You can do it to other people, but don't do it to us. That is not the way to respond to a bully and to a would-be dictator. Canadians, we need to stand strong. We need to say, oh, you want to play that? Okay, we can play that. We can withhold the minerals and the energy that you need. We can oppose tariffs ourselves. And yes, we can hang in there for a 4-year fight. And you know, we need to be prepared for the pain. There will be pain, but guess what? There will be pain in the U.S. too. And I'm not saying this to be anti-American because I love both of my countries, and I've been much more caught up in U.S. politics, frankly, than I have been in Canadian politics. And right now, there's about 49-point-something% of Americans who are anti-Trump, who know that he's not the answer. And I tell you, when prices don't start to come down, there's going to be a shifting of mood down there. And by the time the midterm elections come in a couple of years, Trump is going to lose a lot of his power. So we need to not go the way of the U.S. Republican Party. Remember the once proud, principled Republican Party? Remember how they were so strong about we need to support our men in blue, our men in, well, they didn't say women, but you know, we need to support our police officers. And Trump comes into office and he releases hundreds of felons, admitted felons, who attacked police officers. And what did we hear from the Republican Party? Nary a whimper, nary a peep of protest. And why is that? Because that party has been reduced to a body of lackeys and kiss asses who will do and say whatever they can to retain power. They've made the choice of power over principle, and now they have neither. And that's exactly the way we'll go if we're running down to DC saying, what can we do to make you happy? He does not respect that. If we give in, like we've already, fentanyl is certainly a problem. But the idea that the Canadian government has committed $1 billion some odd dollars to create a fentanyl czar in order to appease Trump, that is pitiful. Now we have elections coming up here in Canada, and I will be voting for whoever it is that is firmest about we need to preserve the integrity of Canada. We need to prepare for a fight. It's not going to be painless. Yes, we're going to suffer, but we need to do what we can to preserve those workers that will be hurt, preserve those businesses that will be hurt, and hang in there. Over the next year or two, as the prices in the U.S. go up, all those people who decided, the principles, what Trump stands for is kind of shaky, but if he's going to get me a $50, 50 cents cheaper a dozen eggs, well, I'll go for that. Well, I tell you, when the egg prices go up, they'll start to reconsider. So we need to be prepared for a fight. We need to make alliances with the rest of the world that's going through the same crap with this Trump who 1 minute he's here, 1 minute he's there. He tries to keep you off balance. He tries to keep you fearful. no, Canada, we can't be fearful. We need to be strong. We need to stand for our principles. We are not for autocracy. We are not for oligarchies. We are not for strong men. We are for those who are who have the least resources. We want to help pull people up. Yes, we're for multiculturalism. In the U.S., they are cutting education. They're cutting healthcare. I could go on a whole other tangent, but my thing is, do not give in to the strongman tactics of trying to appease Trump. Basically, he has declared war. Let's treat it like that. Let's form the alliances we need to form. Let's be strong. Let's stay true to our principles. Let's be willing to make the sacrifices that need to be made. And let's preserve Canada's integrity. And I say this with much love to the U.S. You brothers and sisters there who are fighting against this maniac, we stand with you. And the actions we take, I believe, will further your fight as well. So stay strong, people.